Good day, my friends. Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be teaching you a flat picking break on Think of What You've Done, written by Carter Stanley and the Stanley Brothers. And I'm going to teach you some of my favorite ideas on how to improvise on this song, as well as just a break that you can learn note for note. And you can learn lots of ideas from this. So before I dive in, I also have an announcement. I'm excited to announce that I have created a Patreon page. I'm going to be giving a lot of great free content on this YouTube channel, but as well as the free content, I also want to create a form of exchange for those of you that want to go deeper or want to support me or want to support the channel, bluegrass music in general, and just support your own learning. To go much deeper, you can go on Patreon. You can also purchase the tabs that I write for all the breaks that I do. You can purchase any of the tabs on Patreon. You can subscribe, you can not subscribe and just get one tab that you want for an inexpensive cost. I put a lot of time, energy, and effort into, number one, making the videos, but also writing the tabs. I don't need to write them for myself, so I write them for you guys. So I will give some free ones on here, but I'm also going to offer some tabs that you can buy. So if you're interested, click the link in the description to check out my Patreon. With that, let's get started with Think of What You've Done. We always start by going over just the general idea of the song. And when I am going to start a song, I always center myself and get the song in my head. So it starts with the chorus, and that is on the 4 chord. Is it true that I've lost you? Am I not the only one? After all this pain and sorrow, darling, think of what you've done. That's the chorus. The verse, heart to heart, dear, how I need you, like the flowers need the dew. Loving you's been my life, dear. Can't believe we're really through. Right? So try to just learn how to sing that. I'll just sing it in rhythm for you once here, and then I'll show you some ideas of what you can play over this. So let's see. Is it true that I've lost you? Am I not the only one? After all this pain and sorrow, darling, think of what you've done. Like the flowers need the dew. Loving you's been my life, love. Can't believe we're really through. Is it true that I've lost you? Am I not the only one? After all this pain and sorrow, darling, think of what you've done. So we're going to play over the verse. Let's look at that basic melody. Heart to heart, dear, how I need you, like the flowers need the dew. Loving you, right over the C. It's been my life, love. Can't believe we're really through. Okay, so we'll get that. Now, I'll tell you, I learned this one from Andy Hatfield at Acoustic Groove Box. Great bluegrass channel. If you guys haven't checked out Andy, I highly recommend it. I've learned a ton from listening to Andy. Thank you, Andy. So I'm kind of showing you a little bit of what I learned from him on this one, and then I'll also show you some improvisational ideas that are my own that I can teach you here. So let me show you a break that I kind of learned from him. It sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. So first melody note, heart to heart. Second one, dear, how I need you. like the flowers need the dew. Let's try that again. And then let's stray from the melody. So instead of going, loving you has been my life, love, let's go. But that covers the same amount of time as loving you has been my life, love. I'll play. Right? And then I can't believe we're really through. Let's do. Okay, so put that break together. 1, 2, 3. So check this out, with a little accompaniment. Let's look at the chords for it on Strum Machine. So I'll pull this up and I'll show you. And I'll show you some improvisation afterwards, but let's just talk about the break. Check out the speed here. Let's go 60 or so. So I'll pull it up, Strum Machine, the verse, and I'll just say loop the verse, right? Highlight to loop. Let's do auto finish one time. I'll play it slow at 60 here, show you what this sounds like. I might loop that at a slow speed, and I might loop one section at a time. So for example, let's say I wanted to learn the first lick, right? So what would I do? Loop the first bar. That as many times as you want at whatever speed you need to. You guys kind of get the gist here. Then I might loop just the second line. I might do that, and then I might take those first two lines that I learned and loop those together and practice just those together. So that would look like this, right? Loop those first two. Let's see, I'll do it 3 times just to show you. Back to the start. Back to the start. Then I would move on to the third line. Loop. Loop. I could sit there and put on my 15-minute hourglass and say, for this 15 minutes, I'm just going to work. I'm going to work on this song. I'm going to learn the first line, just the first line. Heart to heart, just the first two. Need you. Just work on that, 15 minutes. Once you get it, move on to the next and to the next and to the next, and try to do a minimum of 15 minutes a day. Over weeks, months, and years, and decades, your playing just keeps getting better and better and better, and you learn more and you learn more. That's what you want. Music's a lifelong journey. It ain't a short game. You're playing music for life. So think about it like that. Like, just fall in love with this 15 minutes. Let that become your favorite thing. Because if playing becomes your favorite thing and figuring out the puzzle becomes your favorite thing, number one, you get a lot of joy out of it. It becomes a joy. And also you can bring joy to other people through just playing something real nice. You get the idea. Would try the last line as well. What did I do for this? Right? That's some double stops. And then cross picking. And then like that little bit of style there. Instead of just going, we go slide back to that. Do you hear the difference? And little ways we can add style. Loop it. Loop it. One more time. Understand something here. I looped that 3 times. How I would actually practice that is I would loop it 100 times. I'd sit down for 15 minutes and loop that, literally that part for 15 minutes. And I would do it enough times to where I go into a trance. Now I'm going to give you a piece of very valuable information here. There's been studies done on this. The best possible way to get into and to stay in flow state is to be focused on something and be doing it at a level that is doable for you. You can do it, a speed at a level that you can do it, but it is still difficult and takes your conscious attention and effort. But you can do it, but it stretches you a little bit. Not too much to where it's really hard for you to do, but just enough to where it stretches you a little bit. You have to stay present in order to complete that task. If you can do that, set a timer, set a metronome, or use strum machine, and get at that tempo that you can play the thing. It can be 50 beats per minute. It could be 40 beats per minute. It could be 30 beats per minute. It could be 60. It could be 70. But find that place that is doable for you, but still a little bit challenging, and play that for 15 minutes or 5 minutes. But if you can do that for a period of time and set something so that you can forget about time, Or if you're not concerned about the time at all, that's great. And if you do that, you will get into a flow state, and your brain, your neurons start to form around this thing that you're doing. You know, it's not your telomeres, but there's a chemical, whether it's a chemical or an aspect of the brain, the neurology. I forget what the term is for it, but these things grow, and the bigger these things are, the more you can unconsciously complete a task. Like, right, if you do that enough times, not only can you do the notes and play them well, but you can start to think about feel, right? Swing, tone, these kinds of things. So once you learn the notes well, you can think about a whole bunch of different other things. It's an infinite well of where you can go with music. Okay, this is think of what you've done. Now I'm going to finish this video with some improvisation. I'm going to show you where you could put in whatever you want. So I'm going to play the melody and then improvise something. I'm going to play the melody and then improvise something. And I'm going to tell you what I'm doing when I'm improvising. I'm going to play through the verse 3 times really slow. And I'm going to talk about what I'm doing as I'm going. So let's hear this. Melody. Play a lick. Melody. Lick. Melody. Do this one more time and call things out. Okay. So yeah, trying to follow the chords. Learning some kind of blues vocabulary on each chord. It could be something simple. It could be one lick that I apply to each chord, and then I start expanding. So there's some improvisation ideas for you, things that you can practice. Again, I just started my Patreon, guys. So if you want a little bit more in depth, and if you want the tabs for this video, for the Think of What You've Done break and some deeper insight into this song, please join me on Patreon in whatever way, shape, or form is exciting to you. And otherwise, please subscribe to the channel, like, share the video, comment, all that stuff. All of your guys' love and comments and stuff so far have been fantastic. Thumbs up to that. So thank you for the support. Thank you for the lesson requests. My lesson spots are filling up. So if there's anyone out there that wants to do lessons as well, please reach out for that. And otherwise, just really grateful to be here learning bluegrass with you guys. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next video.